Is that working? I don't know what's happening. Technology. It's coming through loud and clear. Well, I don't know. Did it just stop when I was playing There Is a Light by the Smiths? I thought I'd play that. Um, I love the Smiths. Um, and that's for all the people who don't play the Smiths anymore. All those people who are really cool and sort of open-minded and tolerant who love the Smiths, but now they don't because Morrissey doesn't vote the correct way. So that's for them. Um, how are you? I asked for some questions, didn't I? Because I asked for them. Actually, I can read these now. I can always read these, couldn't I? I just couldn't read. I couldn't read the who was saying it. I still can't. Do you love Columbo? Love Columbo. Brilliant. One of the first great, consistently brilliant series. Sort of episodic. I mean, just brilliant. Like mini movies, every single one of them. Perfect casting, great writing. I think David Chase was involved, wasn't he? The guy who eventually did The Sopranos. I think he was early days. And obviously it's Stephen Bochco, wasn't it? Who, yeah, there's those people, they've just got it, haven't they? Yes, I love Columbo. I mean, it's the only thing that I can just watch again and again where it's, I suppose because you already know the result. You know the result when you're watching it. You know who did it. You know he's going to catch him. It's just how. Very clever. It's like a whodunit when you come out and go, Butler did it. Right, let's do the show. It's remarkable. Um, yeah. It's funny because I was thinking about writing and how we have chats about stuff. And I always feel slightly uncomfortable giving advice because it's sort of pointless. You've got to do it yourself. You've got to go. If anything, you've got to go against advice because that'll get you somewhere else. Do you know what I mean? And a shortcut's not as good. You want to go. I did it. I remember when I was about 25 and I was on the dole. I'd been signed, lost the contract. I was just on the dole for like 5 years, no money, and I used to go running all the time. That was free. And go to the library all the time. And I just read random books about anything. And I remember I picked up a book about novel writing. Never gonna happen. Too hard. And I sort of started reading the first paragraph, and it was like rules of not. I was already suspicious. Um, and I remember the only thing I read was how not to start this novel, and I only remember two things. He said, one, uh, never talk about the weather. It basically says lack of imagination, boring, filler. Never talk about the weather. Right? Never. I think it was never start a novel with the weather. Never start a novel with talk about the weather. And the other thing he said was never start a novel with swearing, even if it's a character trait, because it's off-putting to some people, right? And that's all I read. And it was then I decided that if I ever wrote a novel, the first sentence was going to be, "It was raining like a cunt." So yeah, we can talk about stuff, but it shouldn't be advice. And also, there's what worked for me probably wouldn't work for you. Do you know what I mean? Because you've got to do it. You've got to make you fit in. You've got to find your niche. You're a particular shaped peg, and you've got to find that hole that fits you. It's no good. Otherwise, you'll just be run of the mill. You'll just be doing it. You'll get by, but you'll be one of a million people sort of doing the same thing. So you want to go, what can I do that You don't have to be the best at anything, really. But if you find something that you can do that people aren't doing, not even that you're the best at, that people just aren't doing, and that you enjoy, I think that would be the find what do you like doing? What do you wanna read about? What do you want to see on telly? Uh, and I sort of think you've got to have a bit of faith that you've got an interesting story, because everyone thinks they're not interesting. Because there's so many anecdotes about, you know, when I met, I remember when I met Muhammad Ali. It was an absolute, and they think that's an interesting anecdote because they met someone interesting. But when someone says to me, "I went to school with this bloke. His name was fucking Nobby Schindler, right? And he had a face like a frog." I'm in. I go, right, tell me about fucking Nobby Schindler. Much more than if they said, I remember I met Dickie Attenborough once. I go, yeah, whatever. But if they've got a terrible story with mate, or, you know, just they talk about, you know, they say, I don't know, my uncle was always pissed. I'm there. I go, what do you mean? What did he do? What did he do? I like normal lives. It's funny because it tells you what shaped you, not just you had a run in, you know. That's why I think that character is more important than plot in anything. I can watch an interesting character just sit and think because I, I imagine what they're thinking, you know. Um, Someone just posting in dog shit. I assume that's a reference for Afterlife 2. Afterlife 2 is one of the best things on Netflix. Thank you very much. It's gone down a storm. Yeah. Thank you again. I know I keep thanking you, but it doesn't get boring. People, particularly when I know they've really watched it and they've taken one thing away from it, or a quote meant something to them, or that's great. That's the sort of point in art, isn't it? You connect with someone you've never met and probably never will. And my favourite thing about that is that it's like you're downloading an emotion. You've had an emotion, you've got it together, and you've faxed it through the ether to another human being, and they've watched it, and it's come out the other end the same. They laugh or they cry. It's amazing. It's amazing. This has started off quite serious, isn't it? I mean, it's still bollocks. I still look shit and sound shit, and I got tired. Basically, I've told you don't take any advice. Is that good advice? I think it is. I'm very suspicious. Even though I love this sort of thing. I love teaching. I love the art of teaching. I love the idea of it, passing on stuff. I love the idea of coaching. I love all that. I finished talking of that. I finished The Last Dance. Incredible. What an incredible. That's just give the Emmy to them. It's a masterpiece. And I've loved lots of documentaries. I've loved Tiger King and Don't Fuck with Cats, and they're great, but they're smaller. I suppose it's representative of something much, much bigger, isn't it? That Michael Jordan story. It's his inspirational. That's what it is. No one watches Tiger King and go, oh, I might put on some leather pants and keep some tigers. It's not inspirational. Oh dear. Am I in absolute started yet. I would do a podcast about like art and just writing and comedy and stand up and that, but I just think it's too open for. It's like doing a poll, isn't it? You go, these are my top 10. It's a thankless task because people go, that's the wrong order. I go, no, it's just my top 10. So this is how I did it, and they go, well, that doesn't make any sense to me. I can't do it like that. So I don't know. What I'd say is just do something. Just do anything. It doesn't have to be a novel or a fucking movie or a Netflix series. You can dabble. There's some great little things I see, like artists. You know, I see someone I did this, and it's amazing. And I go, "You're an artist?" And I go, "No, I'm a plumber. I just do it for a laugh." I go, "Fuck, that's fucking incredible. It's amazing." Just dabbling. I'm proud. We put up white lines for the badminton court in the garden. I keep looking at it. I'm so proud of it. Put the string out. I just keep looking at it. I go, look at that. We made a badminton court. Doesn't need to be amazing, does it? Doesn't need to be the fucking Taj Mahal. You do something you're proud of, and it makes you feel good. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Feeling good. Here's to that. Been a lovely day here in London. Sunny. Sunny in lockdown. I don't know what's happening with the lockdown. Does anyone know? People seem to be getting a little bit laxer. Like they really are walking closer to me. I could give them just a dirty look. Not over yet, but I think we're over the peak, aren't we? Aren't we? There's a second spike. Remember that? Don't just start running around coughing on people, because it'll come back. It's not finished yet. All right. What can I say? Don't drink bleach. Don't drink bleach. Don't go around coughing on people yet. Right? I mean, ideally, even when this is all over, that has always annoyed me. People just coughing for no hand over their mouth. Is fucking Anyway, yeah. Where was I? Started off well, didn't it? I really do lose concentration fast now. I give myself I have an idea, I get excited, I jot it down, and I think, right, I'm going to do something that needs no thought, because you won't know. Then I come back and I sort of put it into the script. I have to work. I'm like the cheetah. I'm good, but only for 15 seconds. And I have to do a kill. I have to nail it. If I come up with an idea, it's got to be good, because I'm exhausted. I can only chase one thing a day. Then I'm fucked. Like a fat cheetah with short legs. People aren't panicking anymore, no. Is Derek as good as Afterlife? Not for me to say. It's different. It's very different. It's probably not as ambitious. It's more. It's got all the. It's madder, sillier, in a way. Like a bunch of absolute misfits in one place. It's about kindness, so more overtly about kindness. I don't know. Check it out. It's smaller, sweeter, probably easier to watch than Afterlife, I think. Yeah, it's just it goes from stupid to sweet, back and forth. Is that a good sell? I don't know. You explain anything and it's not right. You never really get it right, do you? Afterlife 2 is brilliant. Thank you very much. What's your plan next? Afterlife 3. What have I done? Just burp there. I've done about, I don't know, 30 pages. So a sixth of the way through, maybe a fifth, with lots of notes. See, that's the other thing about screenwriting. I don't screenwrite anymore because I'm not nervous about not being in charge. So I can do notes because I know that on the day I'll be there and that'll get done the way I want it. So I'm not so. If I handed over my screenplay to you for Afterlife, it would be there. You'd see it. You'd know what's going to happen. But I don't put in all the directions and shots because I know it. If you know what I mean. Which saves a bit of time, and that's the boring bit, the admin. Years ago I tried to get one of those things. I heard that you can speak into a microphone and it types it for you. I just thought, this is made for me, isn't it? Anything that makes my life easier. I've got big dreams, and all those big dreams are, how can I do that massive dream with minimum effort? And it's sort of worked. And I tried it, but it came out gobbledygook. I don't know if it was my accent or I slurred, but it would be like, I don't know, Harriet enters, stage left, puts her drink down, and it would be like, hairy effort with an elephant. I go, well, I didn't. Why would I put hairy effort with an elephant? Why would I put that? And it just took too long to correct what it had guessed. They might be good now. Is there a program where literally I can talk like this, and it's like a little dictator, a little robot dictator? Little robot dictator. I don't mean like a little metal Hitler. A little robot, you know, who dictates stuff. It'd be great, that wouldn't it? I'd make him be a little robot. I'd make him look like a little monkey, and he'd come in. He'd sit on the, he'd just sit down like that, and he'd go. And I go, right, you ready? You ready, robot? Secretary monkey. Right. At one. And he sort of. I wouldn't need that, would I? You just need a computer to be. But I'd want it. I'd have it anyway. I'd have a little robot monkey anyway. Typing. See what I mean? Big dreams. That's a big dream, isn't it? To have a robot secretary monkey. What am I going to do about it? Fuck all. Because I wouldn't know where to start. So, yeah. That's my advice to you. So many ideas I can't be bothered to do. I bet some of them are brilliant. I could have probably found cures for things. Oh dear. Apple computers do that, do they? I should look into it again, shouldn't I? Yeah, that's the other thing. If someone bought me, said, "Oh, look, here is your monkey robot computer thing," right? And it was in a box, right? I'd take out the sort of polystyrene, right? Put it up, and it would have a few things and a few little bits pieces of manual, and I go, fuck that. I want it to walk down the drive and go, I'm your robot monkey. I go, come in, mate. That's what I want. Oh God. I'm so lazy that once, right, I think I was on the dole, I was laying on the couch and I couldn't see the telly properly because the sun was coming in through the curtains. And I thought I should draw those curtains. And I thought, well, I've got to get up to do that. And then I looked at my watch, I thought, well, the sun's going to move around in a minute. That'll be off the telly in about 8 minutes. If that tells you something about me, good luck. Well, this has been fun. I've got nothing to tell you. You know what's going on. The pandemic. There's stuff to watch. Lots of people have been revisiting or visiting for the first time Derek because of Afterlife, and they want to ask. So watch Afterlife 1 and 2. Derek, Humanity. There's been a bit of a spike in that as well. I don't mean the actual Humanity. There's been a dip in that, but my stand-up show Humanity on Netflix. Life on the Road, fun. It's a fun movie with songs. David Brent. Yeah, and other things that I'm not involved in, like The Last Dance. Oh, Occupied, watching that, 3rd series of that. Really good. Can't wait for The Bureau. Can't wait for the next Spiral. I think it's happening. Might even have finished. 4 blocks. God, Gomorrah. God, and there's some good stuff. There's some shit stuff. Most stuff is shit. Most stuff is shit of any genre. I've said it before. Most furniture's shit. It falls apart. Then you get a bit of furniture that's lasted 400 years, and it's brilliant. It's beautiful. It's brilliantly made, and it'll last another 400 years, and it's excellence. That's what we're going to go for. Good. Well, thank you. Thanks for following. Watch Afterlife. Tell me what you think. Friday? Should we do this Friday? See you Friday. Cheers. Tatty bye. Tatty bye.